Welcome back. Our next guests are no strangers to our TV screens, having danced their way through 2 seasons of Dancing with the Stars Ireland. There goes the script. Now the power couple are on a mission to inspire people to improve their mental and physical health through their new project, Confidence MDF.
Joining us now with more on this are professional dancers Emily Barker and Curtis Pritchard. Emily, Curtis,
Hello.
lovely to have you in with us
Hey,
today.
welcome.
In with us, out with us, either way. Lovely to meet you
Very
both.
excited to be
And you're
here.
so busy at the moment. Simon mentioned Confidence MDF. What is that, first of all? What's it stand for?
So Confidence MDF stands for Mind, Dance and Fitness. It's basically we want to change the way people think about dance and change the way people think in life through dance, really. We want to make them a lot healthier, like mentally and physically healthier.
Okay, and where did this come from and how is Nora Casey, wonderful
Yeah.
businesswoman, involved?
Well, Nora was Curtis's partner this year on Dancing with the Stars, and she has a lot of businesses. She's a very busy lady, and then after you got knocked out of Dancing with the Stars, unfortunately, I know, sad,
Touchy
really
subject.
sad.
I know, wow. Yeah.
But after that finish, she really wanted to help us to create a business to do with changing mental health through dancing. So we created Confidence, and Nora was sort of the driving force between it all to change mental health. And yeah, now we've sort of got a deal with the NHS in England to really, we're targeting anxiety, depression and dementia mainly.
Because we were saying before we came on air, we were talking about, because I've worked with kids in stage schools and directed musicals and that kind of stuff, you see their confidence bloom when they're on stage and when they're learning how to dance. Is that kind of what you're aiming for in terms of dance
100%,
specifically?
because we're doing all ages, so from kids to adults, all of our classes and everything we're aiming at. But if you can start at a young enough age, dance is an amazing sport. It's great for you. You know, your confidence will build up so much because you're interacting with different people all the time. You're having to be mature. You're having to think about what's going on. You're having to learn new choreography, new steps, do something different. And if you can do it at a young enough age, it gets your foot into being confident and being
And also
willing
for
to be able
kids
to try
with
stuff.
you know, ADD and learning disabilities, in terms of processing information, processing instructions, being taught new routines, and then fulfilling those routines, that's all a learning curve for them, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
So
yes.
is the plan to roll out the scheme? Is there a certain plan, a dance plan that you guys have?
We have a plan, but you know, sort of for children and for adults as well, there's only really opportunities in dance to be a competitor. So we competed our whole lives and we took that route and it paid off now, we're on Dancing with the Stars. But for normal just children, there's no sort of option out there just to go and move and dance and sweat and feel good. So we're trying to create that option now, aren't we? So that you can actually just go to our classes and not care who's around you. You can socialise with groups you don't usually socialise with. And I think if we can implement that now with children, that will carry on into adulthood. And that sort of stays with you for the rest of your life.
They're great life skills that you're teaching them.
It prepares you for life.
I think you guys have your finger in the pulse, absolutely. We had a fitness guru, Rob Lipset, in with us earlier on, be very well known in this country, and you know, he was talking about the benefits of exercise. And of course we all know that now, but a lot of people don't like to hit any sort of sporting pitch or go to the gym.
As soon
but
as you say exercise, it's a very it's a negative.
But dancing is another way to get those calories burned and to get, you know, fit and
without
healthy.
realising you're doing exercise, dance, you're having fun, and you are
Do
exercising.
you find that from the adults you teach, that they don't realise they've actually burned
100%,
That's the
yeah.
thing,
a load of calories?
We're not branding it as exercise, we're branding it as confidence, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we want to up your confidence and make you feel good mentally. And when you feel good mentally, you'll feel good physically as well because you will exercise.
Now, we were chatting earlier on the break, and Simon, I'd be interested to hear your perspective on this because you mentioned that you teach dance classes for adults, and I was fascinated by this because, again, you know, no adult probably at that stage of their life wants to become a professional dancer. They already have their career. But it is an awful lot more difficult to get that wall down and to feel not intimidated and free, whereas children, they are always free. I don't know, I mean, I'd love to try it, but I'd say the first few classes, they're all about feeling comfortable, aren't they? How would you feel about it?
Well, I think the key is in the title of your class. It's confidence.
Yeah.
And it's building that confidence through dance.
Well, yeah, because
the first time you do it, you will be a bit...
It is, and that's why in our classes we have classes where you can do it in partners or on your own, and the ones where you do it on your own, it's a great way to get started because everyone's in the same situation. You're not having to worry about dancing with somebody or touching somebody or knowing what they're going to do. You can completely be on your own with everyone else dancing and just let loose and have
But
fun,
also people
really.
will be coming to your classes, I'd imagine, and they'll be at different levels of dance. Some people have gone to dance classes before, some people will have never done it. Are you going to focus on ballroom type dancing or all kinds of dance?
We have now, starting in September, we have advanced and beginner. So we have our after work Latin on a Tuesday night, which is where you come completely on your own, you stand on your own and you dance on your own. So you don't have to touch anybody else. This is all about you
I like that.
and doing what you want to do.
No, but you
Now,
don't. No, you want to be ridiculous.
No, I'm
Completely
stay away
agree,
from
though,
me. But we
because we
also do this. We have ballroom beginners as well,
There you
which
see.
is, you know, you don't have to come with somebody, but you will be partnered with myself or Curtis or with anybody else
be
that's
lying
in the
in the
room.
You see, I'd be intimidated by
You'd be
that.
very
now.
busy on a Tuesday night. I want to talk about the self-care package because
Yes.
this is starting in January and this is your baby and it's a
Yeah.
really interesting one. Talk us through that.
Well, go on, you go.
So it's basically it's a 90-day package. Now we have 3 different categories in this package. I'm not going to talk too much about what's in it until it comes out. I want to leave it a bit of a surprise. But we have 3 different categories. One to focus on a little bit more exercise, one to focus on building your confidence, and then one to focus on actual danceability.
Right.
So there's 3 different exercises, and in each category, what's going to happen is we're going to pick one video from each category, and it's going to come together, and it's going to create a 15-minute workout. So
Very
that's your
good.
15-minute confidence workout to do a day. So it's
Very
going to
clever.
improve your confidence, your danceability, and your exercise.
Very
Super.
clever.
Available
Right.
from January.
Well, let's talk about Dancing with the Stars. Obviously, you had 2 seasons. The third one's coming up. Are you there? We don't know yet. We can't say.
And who knows what the future holds?
How could
Yeah.
you not be there? Going through your partners, you had Huey Munn
Yes.
and then you had Rob Heffernan as well.
Both very different partners.
Yeah, we had Rob on a couple of weeks ago on the
it's
show.
great fun.
and
Yeah, he's
he
fantastic,
just-
amazing,
He spoke
yeah.
very highly of you
Crazy, isn't
and
he?
loved the experience.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love Rob Heffernan.
Really?
I love him to pieces. He gave me anything that a partner, I would ask from a partner, so he
Yeah.
dedicated his whole life
Yeah, he
to
said
this.
Literally, his whole
I
life.
mean, everything.
But I think that's the difference with this reality show is that you have to go all in,
And
don't
he
you?
did.
Because you rehearse
He
so
moved
much.
from Cork to Dublin, and
Yeah.
you know he was FaceTiming his kids all the time, FaceTiming his wife, and I was like, "Go home, go and see them." And he's
No,
like,
I want to
"Can't.
practice."
I need to stay here.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
to practice."
yeah.
He was,
But
yeah.
for you as professionals, Curtis and yourself, Emily, it must be a dream come true to be part of such a big.
Oh, it's fantastic. This is,
Adventure.
and
Love it.
well, it's
Love Dancing
absolutely
with the
brilliant
Stars.
Dance with the Stars, and it's opened so many opportunities for everyone really, and normal people to actually come and try dancing, you know, because it's shown that anyone can do it, you know,
Yeah, that's
every
At every level. You can start at any
yeah,
level.
yeah.
I have
Listen-
to ask one more last thing. Who's better at dancing, yourself or your brother AJ?
It's gonna have to be me on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
spoken like a true boomer. It's going to be me. Listen, thanks for coming in. The best
Thank
of
you
luck
so
with all
much.
the ventures. It sounds very exciting. And hopefully we'll see you very soon on the telly.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a
guys.
million. Right, as we've already heard, former UN Secretary Kofi Annan has died at the age of 80.
Here's a look back at the career of the man who's been described as champion of peace and human rights.